This is actually a pillow, my pillowcase, my silk pillowcase, which I love. You know I love the color and how soft it is. It's probably gonna, it feels like it's gonna just pop right off my head, but we're gonna see. I'm doing laundry. Actually extremely upset, but you can't tell because I've taken care of that. I want to do a video to, I want to dedicate a video to my non-anonymous elevators. You know, and when I say elevators, not all of them are actually use cannabis. Most do, but there are some that don't. But they're still very much all in, and it's not a requirement if you've been over here any length of time. I just cape for it because it is what it is, you know, and it was a gift to us for our own wellness, and so I use it. But you would be surprised at the number of people. You would be surprised at the diversity of our tribe, yours and mine, our tribe. And you would be surprised at the number of colonizers in our tribe. And there aren't many, but there are some. There are a few. You didn't know that, did you? There are Christians, real ones, you know. I said Christians, not Xtians. There's a huge difference. We know that here. Because at the end of the day, we are a tribe of people who are cognizant. We use our minds. We use our ancestral common logic, which to the human mind is all-knowing wisdom and prophecy. But to those that are exercising their basic common ancestral sense, it's common logic. You know, founded in moral integrity, logic. We're at good versus evil right now. And the good need to keep your antenna up because some of the good have been bioprogrammed, have been not only mind fucked in general in terms of values, they have been bioprogrammed, and that's not easy to get beyond. And even if you can get beyond it, it takes too much time, and time we no longer have. So, like I said, I got some things listed to be sold, and then I stopped. I got distracted. People got sick, people died, and that wasn't even really the bulk of the distraction. There were people that I thought were in dire straits that weren't. There were people that were in dire straits that I didn't know were. And then the necessity to keep up with everyone in between. It was just a lot all of a sudden. And zap. Can you just, bro, just for a second, let me talk. What I was going to do is make myself a playlist that I could just play one after the other. So it could be like we're at a stepper set in our own home, which I imagine would be comfortable. You know, because sometimes you might be out with people. I'm speaking from an introvert perspective, but you want to be around the people, but you don't want none of them to talk to you because they fucked up. You know what I mean? And that's okay though. That's okay. You know, some of them are not fucked up. Some of them, I may be more fucked up than some of them. So my point is, I'm an introvert, and so I'm not trying to get to know them, nothing like that. I just came to dance, enjoy the music and dance. And if I just came to enjoy the music and dance, well, for all the times that I end up not dancing because the bitch-made ass dudes in there didn't ask me like a grown-ass man, then I could be just sitting at home, you know? I could be at home, shit. And if I feel the spirit enough, I'll make Mr. dance with me. He took lessons for a little while, but shit happened. I don't know if it was his work schedule or whatever. I need to color my hair this week. But I did a lot this week, and I'm going to do a lot more this upcoming week. I knew I could open the end of it. It's a zipper-ended pillowcase. but I didn't want to. I just didn't want to open it all the way up. I felt like if I could just wrap it. Anyway, I didn't want to, I just didn't want to twist the whole length of it. I should pull my hair back if I'm gonna do it. Take the combs out. These cheap ass things. For real, this bitch broke in half. You know what? Since these are such a little thing, it's worth it to invest. When you get hair comb, something like hair comb, there's something that's so little, we just go and we get new ones whenever. But look, spend what you think is exorbitant amount of money for your little hair comb. Pay $8 for the actual hair combs you want in the colors and styles that you want for your basic sets of hair combs. Because this makes no sense. I mean, I have plenty more because they were that cheap. I have plenty more, but why? Why not just have 4 solid, good hair combs, quality hair combs that you know you will never have to replace ever. Just can use them always. And then have some of those that you travel with or some shit. So I'm just gonna pin this up. Hot nappy mess. Hot nappy gray rooted mess. And then I'm gonna take the pillowcase. See, this is how I had it before. Like this. So that's all I had to put up in a ball. But it wasn't enough, so go ahead and put this whole thing around like I should have in the first place. Now this is for those of you who do this with your t-shirts, with your pillowcases, with your slips. I've done it with a slip, bitch, whatever. We grab what we need, what we want, what's convenient, what we can use, what's gonna work. So, but before I start twisting all the way to the base, I actually put a couple of fingers here so it doesn't grab those hairs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So that's a little secret. Put you a couple of fingers right there when you're twisting this at the base. That's only one finger. You're gonna need more than one finger, girl, at least 2. Because when you put one finger in there, some of your hair is still gonna get got. Also, do it all the way up by your forehead, because it's gonna pull back when you get twisted around like you want it to. In the little knot that you want to twist it up in. You know, actually twisting these up and around is a process as well. For you to have a smooth, see for that twist to keep going smooth like that. You have to like twist, put it around, and then finish twisting at some points. It's hard to explain. But anyway, this will show you why you need to be deep up in your forehead, just above your brows. Because eventually this is going to crawl back, crawl back. Now, if I would have started right here, where it seems like it's going to land, if I would have started right there, I would have ended up having to figure out how to pull it back up front from back here. This way you also have full control over how far back it goes. Because some people like to show a little bit of their baby hairs, you know what I mean? Bangs. Put some bangs out there, you know what I'm saying? It's all cute, sis. Niece. Cuz. It's all cute. So if I wanted to show a little bit more of this hair up here, which I do like to do, but I be wanting to cover that though. But I be wanting to show a little at the top. That ain't good enough to go outside though, is it? Let's see if we can make it cute enough to be outside. So again, you want it way up just above your eyebrows. Put your 2 fingers, at least 2. Got 3 in there. I'm not trying to snatch my baby hairs. That shit hurts. Are we working it out? Okay. Yeah, it'll take some twisting, but you learn how to do it. Pretty soon you just be doing like this. And then pulling it around. after the fact, which is when you should be pulling it around. Stick it under. And you can stick it under there because you use them fingers to have a little space. Not the worst I have ever seen. Definitely far from the best, but not the worst I ever seen. So what other varieties could I do? Maybe I could do the other way. I usually, again, I try to get it tight at the front. And then once you get that tight, you could just bring the whole rest of it together. Bring that around. Then you don't have as much to have to twist, but then you do have ends, more ends that you need to contend with. I did way too much in the way of wrapping my head with whatever I could get my hands on. A freaking pillowcase. But this ain't the first time I did it, nor will it be a last. And y'all have done it too. I've used t-shirts ain't the only thing we use to dry our hair after wash day. Our pillowcases, we have used old pillowcases. Okay, we have used new pillowcases that we shouldn't have used. But you know, maximum minimalism is about multi-use at the end of the day. When you think about it, you find the one thing that is beneficial from a multitude of angles and can be used a multitude of ways to achieve those said benefits. So you don't need a different tool to accomplish each step of what you're trying to accomplish. So I said all that to say, oh, that's why I dosed up in the first place. My nerves were a wreck. I was just experiencing trauma from my listings being interrupted because my image hosting source was unable to connect to my payment service because my payment service was connected to a card that had recently was about to expire, so they sent me a new card, and so it was my job to go and put the new card information into the payment services. So when I realized this was going on, I contacted this image hosting service and said, hey, I just want to make sure your payments are okay because, you know, I just know my card just got updated. And so they were like, yeah, as a matter of fact, the last payment was rejected. So maybe we'll try again, right? And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go change the information right now because it had just occurred to me. This is through email. I'm going to go change the information right now, you know, because they can't do it on their end, right? And so I went to go change it. And I thought everything was okay because I had been using the image hosting service without interruption, without issue. And look, I have been with them for years. Mr. just got back with his tools. How'd it go? He need my help. He got a new toilet. I'm so happy for him. I'm looking for a date, but I don't see one. But don't worry about me trusting it because it's fondue de paella, so that means it has shrimp and seafood in it. And I'm not playing with my wellness, my uninjected wellness. Okay, I'm not gonna play any games, but I think I do want a sharper onion. And since I happen to have a few sprigs of moringa, I'm just gonna go ahead and crumble those into there without the stem. Yeah, I'm heating up the ham as I speak. It's horrible. I did a horrible job tonight. Y'all would hate it. good. It's giving what it's supposed to. Coconut oil fried black beans with onions and parmesan and your greens and or herbs of choice. Huh? Yeah. You knew that. That's a not all the way clean dance, but it's not as nasty as a full-on lap dance. That's what a table dance is? Huh? Do I like them? I don't love them. They're like the watercress of nuts to me. You like them more or less than almonds? Texture-wise more, flavor-wise less. I actually ate some more of your other ones today. They were delicious. Even with the almonds, you know. He's right, I did get a good one. I've been in here being so productive and cleaning as I go. And jamming while these cookies bake. But the gag is I'm so elevated that you won't believe what I was jamming off of. I was jamming off of some whole different music that Mr. is playing in a whole different floor, in a whole different room, doing a whole different thing. But my mind's eye can feel the bass line of it. So once they get into the next song and the bass line, the rhythms picks up and the bass line drops, I can get lost in it even though I can't hear the actual song. I just hear the bass line and the melody of said bass line. I underestimated her. It's actually extremely delicious. Wearing my cuddle duds. If y'all don't know about cuddle duds, honey, let me tell you. If you hot flashing, ignore this whole conversation that I'm about to have with people. Because this is the first time I actually put my cuddle duds on in probably a good decade. And going on a decade, for sure. These things are so thin and silky and satiny and soft. But they are so warm. They block out all of the chill, block it all out. You can see the shimmer, but it is silky soft.